They need fed. My name is Tim Miller. I had an amputation back in 1999. Accident happened. I was hit while I was feeding dairy cows on the road. A car passed an oncoming truck, and I had an ATV, and he hit me head on, and I was tossed off, was paralyzed, right lung had collapsed. From there, a week later, they amputated my right leg above my knee, and was in the hospital for 1 week, shy of 3 months, and had a long way to recover. But by Christmas time that same year, I was back at work. Did what I could. Yankee come into the picture when I was in the hospital. They first made me a neck brace, which I refused to wear because it was so uncomfortable. But then they started fitting me in the hospital at Edmund Shaw. And I have been with them ever since. I checked into other places, but nothing really suited me. I couldn't better myself. Yankee's service has been awesome. I was in a bind before when I had a lot to do, and I've literally had a guy bring parts to my house and help me get going. And that's probably just personal people. You know, I got their cell phone numbers and we just get along. And I truly believe Kevin Montini really cares. He hears you and he does what you want. And I love dairy farming. That's all I've ever done. And that's what I want to do. So I'm having fun. It has slowed me down to some things, but in the big picture, not at all. It sped me up. I probably shouldn't, but I go up on ladders at times and do stuff up there, but I'm careful. You know, you just got to be careful and do your thing. I am not a fisherman. I'm not a golfer. I love farming. And that's what I decided to do. So your mind is always right. It tells you you can or you can't, and then that's up to you. And my mind told me I can, and I'm very thankful for that.
When you're in the hospital, you're in the spotlight. You have visitors, people are calling you or whatever. Then when you come home, rubber meets the road. You have to decide. You know, people kind of move on in their lives and whatever. You're not in the spotlight. So it was a struggle right at first. My stump was swollen up. My prosthesis wouldn't fit. Nothing was normal. And I said, okay, Tim, now you're either just going to figure it out. You're either just going to live like this and pity yourself, or make the best of what you got. And I got my prosthesis on, and I decided, let's go. And ever since that moment, I was able to move forward. I had times and days where I got kind of upset with the prosthesis. So one evening, I took my crutches outside before I went to bed, and I lost my balance. And I went down on the concrete with the edge of my stump, end of my stump, and I was severely bruised. I could not wear the prosthesis for 4 weeks. And that was a good lesson for me. I said, I will never complain about wearing a prosthesis again. Because once you can't, and you're used to it, it really sucks. So, make the best of it. Your mind is always right, and in God we trust.